Hey, brother teacher here. I want to give you this information concerning hypertension or blood pressure. I've been, I guess, for lack of a better expression, a recipient of high blood pressure over the years. So I can sort of speak on this subject. And I've come to realize that there are remedies to high blood pressure, that you don't have to, in other words, have it forever. And you should not have to take beta blockers and various other types of drugs for high blood pressure or hypertension, whatever you choose to call it. So bear with me just for a moment, and I want you to listen, and listen very intently. I'm going to look at my notes so that I can ensure that I don't leave anything out. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical doctor, but just because someone is a medical doctor doesn't mean that they know nature. Nature is what we all are. They study pharmacology, pharmaceutical medicine in other words, and they study surgery. So it's all about surgery and medication when you go into the medical institutions, hospital, and so forth. Okay, some of the causes of high blood pressure or hypertension are high insulin levels, and a very, very common one is obesity. Once your body is too large, your heart has to push harder to get blood throughout the body to all of the tissues and the cells. Okay, that's sort of a no-brainer. Dehydration. We must remember, it's so easy to do, especially in the winter months. People drink more water in the summer or hot months than they do in the winter months. And a lot of times you may not know you're thirsty, but we have to get in the habit of drinking water. We lose approximately 2 liters of water a day, adults, for the most part. So we should replace that same 2 liters. You've heard me say this before. And don't forget, when you lose water, it's through defecation, urination, and through perspiration. So along with that loss of water, we are also losing electrolytes or minerals. Those must be replaced as well. And in our common water supply, you don't have those minerals. So you must get them through your food source, i.e. vegetables, fruits, etc. And another reason that we may have high blood pressure is inactivity, living a sedentary exercise life. I didn't mean to say sedentary exercise, but a sedentary life. In other words, lack of exercise. Exercise is integral if you want to have optimal health. For some reason, in America, we think when we get past a certain age, we're not supposed to be active anymore. We love watching sports, the NFL, basketball, and so forth on television, while we sit and eat chips and dips and drink beer and so forth and gain a beer belly, as some people call it. But we don't think that we're supposed to be active anymore, getting out running and jumping, jogging, just doing cardio types of exercises to keep our body fit. It's supposed to last us a lifetime. We're not supposed to die prematurely by our own hand. Okay, with that said, I've just mentioned to you a few things that cause hypertension that are very common. Now I want to tell you a few things that you should address. We want to make sure that we address the obesity, like I just mentioned. Implement an exercise program into our life, into our regimen. And people are so quick to say that they don't have time, but they have time to eat, but they don't have time to set up a schedule to exercise. What kind of sense does that really make? None. So we want to eliminate some of these things from our diet, such as breads, pastas, cereals, grains, processed foods, meats, deli meat, of course, and processed sugar. Sugar is really bad. Processed sugar, additional sugar, it causes the inflammation in the arterial walls. And then what happens when you have inflammation? Your body tries to protect itself, and then it builds up a plaquing, if you will, inside the artery walls, which makes the artery thinner, and then the heart has to pump blood more forcibly, i.e. hypertension or high blood pressure. Okay, here are some of the things that you can take that will bring your blood pressure down. Now, do some research on your own. Don't look for me or anyone else for that matter to hold your hand and guide you all the way to the water trough to drink. It's not going to work that way. We are more confident and we are more committed to our lifestyle changes when we participate more than just watching a video. So you have to do some research on your own and double check behind me and make sure that what I'm telling you is the truth. I assure you that it is. But these are some of the things that we need to implement in our diet. You want to make sure that you have vitamin D3, essential for heart health, omega-3 fatty acids, it's found in your fish oils. That's one place. Also, you can find it in chia seeds and flax seeds. Okay? And you want to balance the amount of omega-3s against the omega-6s in your diet, because omega-3s should be more, not less, and the omega-6s are not supposed to be overwhelming, because that's where your inflammation comes from again, and it causes your body to be in disrepair down the road. So omega-3 is essential in your diet. We want to have fresh green vegetables and fruit, basically an alkaline diet. We want to make sure that we start to implement beet juice. That is good for your heart as well. And I've already mentioned flax seeds and chia seeds, and a few other things that are good to have in your diet. And as a matter of fact, they're excellent, and I use them every day. Turmeric is great for inflammation. Don't forget, some things are not completely bioavailable to the body, and they need some assistance. So you may want to take in your turmeric, for example, if you take a teaspoon of turmeric or turmeric for some, you want to have about a quarter teaspoon of pepper added. And I do that in my smoothies. Okay, that helps it become more bioavailable to our body so that it can be absorbed and assimilated, and so that we can get the full benefit of the turmeric. And it's good again for anti-inflammatory reasons. Okay, it's good for arthritis especially, and I have that. Another thing you want to take is selenium, garlic, ginger, and cayenne pepper. Include these things that I just mentioned to you. I mean, the list goes on, but these are some of the major components. Include these things in your daily diet, and your blood pressure will indeed go down. Now, not just by virtue of the things that I just told you that you're supposed to take in your diet, but the opposite of that. Eliminate those things that are causing your blood pressure to be high in the first place. If you are obese, you don't want to lose weight. You will lose weight if you lose the fat, the excess fat that's on your body. But your goal is not to lose weight. Your goal is to lose the fat. And you'll knock two things out at the same time. The other thing, you want to make sure that you get plenty of sleep. Not more than necessary. About 7 to 8 hours of sleep is all any adult human being needs. Not 12, 15, 16, and you can't make up for sleep. You never will be able to do that. Your body does indeed need time to recover and repair itself. It's common sense, ladies and gentlemen. It's not difficult at all. So, after a day's labor, work, being up awake, moving around, going to a job, seeing the kids off to school and back home, and these types of things, even your daily activities, going to the bank and so forth, You want to make sure that you recover. Rest. Let your body repair itself like it's designed to do. But when you are breaking the laws of nature, you're breaking you at the same time. And that's the reason we are sick. It's because we go against nature. I am hopeful that this information that I have just brought to you is of benefit to you, and I hope that you govern yourselves accordingly. I've said already that I'm not a medical doctor, and I'm happy that I'm not, but I am a doctor of myself, and I study homeopathic and natural medicine, and I have for some years now, and I continue to be a student of my studies and of life, because we can never know it all. There's many things and plenty of things that I don't know, but I continue to keep my eyes open to new information and better information. So I want to tell you some of my mentors, doctors that I follow, that I get some of my information from, and it's really a cornucopia of doctors, but these are some of the major doctors that influenced my life over the years. I'm going to start with this, and you can look these gentlemen up and this lady on YouTube, on the internet, and you'll find them to be very beneficial to you as far as your health is concerned. Dr. Alan Mandel, Dr. Mercolo, Dr. Layla Africa, Barbara O'Neill, Dr. John McDougall, Dr. Glidden, Dr. Joel Furman, Dr. John Bergman, and one of my favorite mentors, Dr. Raymond Francis. He is the author of this book, Never Be Sick Again. He has several books. You may want to get that book. You would be glad that you did. I believe that that's it that claims my attention for this video. I love you as always. I wish you the very best of health, you and your family. Take care of yourselves. And so